People can expect to see a few more police uniforms than usual on Election Day. Good evening. I'm Ann Emmerich.
And I'm David Andrews. Lansing Police say it's boosting patrols at polling locations to make sure Election Day comes to a safe conclusion. News 10's Riley Connell is live in Lansing tonight to tell us more about their plans and other election safety efforts across mid-Michigan. Riley?
Come on over. Yeah, hey, Ann and David. Well, I'm here at the Foster Community Center. This is where we have one of two early voting sites here in Lansing. There's already a steady stream of people coming through here. Law enforcement across mid-Michigan have been keeping their eye on early voting centers like these and ballot boxes through these early days of voting, but they say they're also going to be boosting patrols on that Tuesday. They're hoping that early voting thins out some of that foot traffic on Election Day, but they and election workers are still staying ready for anything.
We've created a list of officers that we're going to have to supplement road patrol. We have our crime analysts that are stepping in and they're monitoring online for any potential issue.
Lansing police aren't taking any chances during this election. With the potential for a high voter turnout, the department has a plan in place to keep watch at the polls and make sure voters can cast their ballots safely. That includes being ready for protests or other disruptions.
With some of the kind of heated rhetoric that we're seeing around this particular election, does that kind of factor into the plans a little bit?
Well, as always, we have plans in place for in the event that that may happen. So we're prepared for that if it does. But at this point, we don't have any intel or anything indicating that we're going to have to worry about that this time.
Voter safety is a priority, but City of Jackson spokesperson Aaron Dimmick says so is election worker safety.
So unfortunately, sometimes our poll workers are vulnerable and they have to deal with some situations sometimes at the polling places. But we train them on what to look for, how to react, and if needed, when to get authorities involved.
More than 1,000 city voters have already cast an early ballot, leaving Dimmick optimistic that election volunteers won't have to battle large crowds. Still, he says they're coordinating with law enforcement.
So we definitely have a safety and security plan, and we share that with city staff, we share it with the poll workers, and we work with the local police department to make sure that they're aware of the plans too.
And you know, the call for vigilance on this election day goes beyond mid-Michigan. Both Attorney General Dana Nessel and Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson have spent time putting out those reminders to voters across the state to make sure that they're following election law and not engaging in voter intimidation. Live in Lansing, Riley Connell, News 10.
Riley, thank you. And one of those election laws includes the 100-foot rule. Any promotion or rally in support of a candidate running for office must be kept 100 feet or more away from a polling location. That includes clothing items and signs.
Trick-or-treating is underway and the